There was a time, probably in the mid 70s kind of thing, where I worked for a company called Express Sound. And I started out just as the delivery boy, but even that was a great job. Anyhow, I befriended a guy named Tony Clark who worked for Stevie Wonder. And Tony and I just hit it off and we became buddies. He was kind of maybe the low man on the totem pole there, and I was the low man on the Express Sound totem pole. So we had a lot in common. Anyway, I had purchased a video, what would be called prosumer setup to record weddings and things like that. I thought I could make some extra money. And at that time, it was maybe Sony, Betamax, or it could have been a Panasonic VHS, but it was, analog cassette tapes. Big, kind of big camera, and then you had to carry the shoulder deal, which was the recorder. So you're lugging stuff around. But I thought, I'm just going to, play with this. So Tony called me and he said, Stevie Wonder wants someone to video a project of his, or I should say an event of his. That's right. It's coming back to me slowly. And would you be interested? And you get a few $100s. And I said, sure, like an idiot. And not knowing anything, I barely knew how to turn the camera and the recorder on. But I thought, this is the big time, man. Let's go to Stevie Wonder's and shoot what I thought was going to be some, Spielberg type production. So I get to his house in LA. It was either his house or a beautiful like penthouse apartment. I can't remember. And I'm met at the door by a couple people that work for him, and then Lula May, his mom. And she said, "Hi, Greg, nice to meet you. Come on in. This is where you'll be standing." And I thought, well, that's odd, but okay, I'm a video guy. And she had me sort of face the entrance door. And she said, as the guests come in, it's Stevie's birthday party, as it turned out. As the guests come in, we want them on tape for security purposes. So there goes my dream of I'm doing a big event. But on the other hand, I'm at Stevie Wonder's house with Lula May. And she was really sweet. It wasn't like she was nasty or anything, but she was in charge. And of course, and I was fine with that. So the other thing I had on my video camera was this god-awful, obnoxious light. So I kind of lowered my expectations on the evening. And as guests would come in, first thing they saw was this blinding video light from my camera. And I don't even know who they were because I couldn't see them. And finally, you could tell they were pissed off. So finally, Lula May came over. She said, this light, you can't be shining this light on these people because they're getting upset. So we turned off the light, and I said, well, it's not going to be, it'll be kind of grainy. And she said, that's fine. It's no big deal. So I'm spent, an hour and a half filming people coming into this party. And at the end of the night, she said, you did a great job. Here's, I don't know, a few $100s, and give me the tape. And that was my experience with Stevie Wonder on a big video project. It happens.